EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gunn with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State. The former Spartan, it's Kirk Cousins.
Not bad for a fourth-round draft pick. Well over 100 career starts now. And the chemistry with his top targets, really on point. They spend a lot of time in practice and after practice making sure the routes are run well, and he knows exactly where they're going to be on the field. And when they get open, he delivers.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 8.
From the gun, here's Cousins. That's complete to Mooney. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Robinson up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball on the 39. Here's a second and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
Again, it's Robinson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Cousins. That is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Johnson to return it. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
It's now 3rd down.
They go play action. Mayfield. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 37.
Mayfield to throw it this time. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
That's another Buccaneers first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Mayfield. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
On the play. And the Falcons first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They work now on 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play fake. Cousins. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Looking to throw.
3rd and 14.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And to the 49-yard line to no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Pulling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Mayfield to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw it is Cousins. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Cousins. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. On the return, Johnson. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Mayfield. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score. Second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Cousins. Into the hands of London. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake, Cousins. That's to the right sideline. And it falls incomplete. On now to punt, here's Bradley Pinion. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Mayfield. He'll try to pick it up himself. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
That's good for a 1st down.
Mayfield now. He completes it to Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. He's got Otten. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
6 more yards. That's another Buccaneers.
Throwing, Mayfield. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that is incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Mayfield with it once more. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
To throw, Mayfield. He'll try to pick it up himself. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Complete to Payne Durham. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Emeka Egbuka. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bucs post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second and 12. Cousins. Short throw, caught by Pitts. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Kyle Pitts. It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
Cousins now. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. He'll try and start this drive in the air. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught by Evans. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. So they are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Mayfield. Open man is Ibuka. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that's going to be incomplete. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Scott Hansen and crew, thrilled to be with you from the Orlando studios at EA Sports. And we'll keep this one short and sweet. Just 1 touchdown on the board so far, 7-0 at the half. Will the offenses pick it back up? To find out, let's rejoin our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams try to find the right formula to come out with the victory. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talked about that in the locker room. Let's get out there, start this quarter the right way. Let's try and put some points on the board and create some space.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. A short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like he'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Falcons first down. A gain of 9 yards. And the Falcons first down.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 50.
Cousins now from the 50. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To throw is Cousins. So they're going to traffic there, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A gain of 14. First down, Atlanta.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Cousins. Short throw caught by Pitts. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Now Cousins. Here's a screen for Robinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A first carry for Tyler Algier. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Cousins to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Bijan Robinson. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call it down at the 44. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 44. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. And he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Evans. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Chase McLaughlin on for the field goal.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a response there to the touchdown, the opening drive of this third quarter, as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think he'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match him touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Off the play fake, Cousins. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. On the give, here's Robinson. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Play fake, Cousins. That's complete to Mooney. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23. Hand off now to Robinson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and goal, Atlanta.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
At the Buccaneers' 11-yard line.
To throw, Cousins. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 14 to 10.
Buccaneers 10.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. It takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker try to field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
And not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
180.
Once again, it's Irving. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Bucky Irving, 46 yards. And the Buccaneers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, but our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Pretty move. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 35-yard line.
That's out quickly to London. 7 yards there at a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing is Cousins. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Oh, that was a bit of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 43, here's second down and 5. Play action now, Cousins. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25.
That's another Falcons first down.
On play action, Cousins. That's out wide here for Robinson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move them.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Again from the 15, 2nd and 10.
They go play action. Cousins. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge.
So this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5.
Cousins.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Darnell Mooney.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons have taken a 4th quarter lead.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Buccaneers offense and their running back Bucky Irving getting ready to go back to work.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now Mayfield. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line.
Complete to Ibuka.
Mayfield to throw.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Mayfield. Now he'll tuck this and run.
Well, he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8. Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 10.
180. Start.
Here's Baker.
And it's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now Mayfield. That's complete left side to Shepard.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on